Welcome to our countdown of the top 5 exoplanets that could support life. You know, we humans have always been fascinated with the stars, wondering if we're alone in this vast universe. And now, with powerful telescopes and cutting-edge technology, we're starting to get some clues. We're discovering thousands of planets orbiting other stars called exoplanets. And some of these exoplanets, well, they're showing some really promising signs. They're in what we call the habitable zone, the sweet spot around a star where temperatures are just right for liquid water to exist on the surface. Let's dive into the wonders of the universe and explore these fascinating worlds. We'll be looking at their size, their atmosphere, and their distance from their star, all the ingredients that could make them perfect for life as we know it. Our first stop takes us to Proxima Centauri b, a planet orbiting the star right next door to us. Proxima Centauri. It's practically in our cosmic backyard, just 4.24 light-years away. This makes it the closest known exoplanet to our solar system. Proxima Centauri b is a rocky planet, a bit bigger than Earth, and it orbits its star in just 11 days. Now, before you pack your bags, keep in mind that Proxima Centauri is a red dwarf star, much cooler and smaller than our Sun. That means Proxima b is tidally locked, with one side always facing the star and the other in perpetual darkness. But hey, even with these extreme conditions, there could still be regions on the planet with liquid water and maybe even life. Next up, we're traveling 39 light-years away to the TRAPPIST-1 system, where we find not one but 7 Earth-sized planets. And get this, 3 of these planets are right smack in the habitable zone. We're talking about TRAPPIST-1e, TRAPPIST-1f, and TRAPPIST-1g. But today we're focusing on TRAPPIST-1e, the most promising of the bunch. This planet is slightly smaller than Earth, and it might even have a similar atmosphere. Now, the TRAPPIST-1 star is also a red dwarf, so these planets are tidally locked too. But the close proximity of the planets means they could be exchanging heat and maybe even ingredients for life. Hold on tight, because we're jumping to a star system 1,400 light-years away. This time, it's Kepler 452b, often called Earth's cousin because of its striking similarities to our home planet. Kepler 452b is about 60% larger than Earth, and it orbits a star very similar to our Sun, in a very similar orbit. This means it receives about the same amount of energy from its star as we do from our Sun. And you guessed it, Kepler 452b is right in the habitable zone. Now, we don't know for sure if it has an atmosphere or what its surface is like, but its size and orbit make it a top contender for life. Let's take a trip to the constellation Cetus, about 40 light-years away, where we find LHS 1140b. Now, this planet is what we call a super-Earth. It's about 7 times more massive than our planet and twice its size. But what makes LHS 1140b so exciting is that it orbits within the habitable zone of its star, a red dwarf named LHS 1140. And here's the kicker, it has a thick, dense atmosphere. Now, we don't know the exact composition of its atmosphere yet, but the fact that it has one at all is a good sign. It means there's potential for liquid water on the surface, and maybe even the building blocks of life. Our final destination is just 11 light-years away, in the constellation Virgo. Here we find Ross 128b, a planet that's captured the attention of astronomers because of its calm and cozy environment. You see, Ross 128b orbits a red dwarf star. You guessed it, another one. But this red dwarf is special. It's much quieter and less active than other red dwarfs, meaning fewer flares and outbursts that could harm potential life. And guess what? Ross 128b is right in the habitable zone. It's slightly larger than Earth, and while we don't know much about its atmosphere yet, its proximity to a quiet star makes it a prime candidate for hosting life. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the cosmos. We've explored 5 incredible exoplanets, each with its own unique story to tell. From the scorching heat of Proxima Centauri b to the quiet tranquility of Ross 128b, the universe is full of possibilities, and who knows, one day, we might find ourselves visiting one of these incredible worlds. With advances in technology, we're getting closer and closer to answering the age-old question, are we alone? But until then, stay curious and keep exploring. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and there's always something new to discover.